upstairs. We're going to do a quick check. Big did you didn't hear anything, okay? Okay.
Well, last week I wasn't sure. Hello, my darling. How are you?
Stay right there.
Mic check for the booth. Can you hear me up there in the booth? Up in the booth, can you hear me? No? All right. Mic check for the booth. Can you hear me up there in the booth? All right.
Adams, The Summer of '69. Man, I love that song. There's something about it. We were just sitting here in the studio watching the music video. Sean Guy, you said you never saw it before?
If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah, I had never seen it before. It's a pretty good one. Throw it out. We'll see if you guys have time. Don't do it right now because you listen to us. But go listen to it after the show.
Well, like I said, I love the visuals, and that's why I like videos. And, that's another part of why I really want to get some
Video going here.
studio. And speaking of that, we got the Mountain Home Companion coming up on Saturday, I believe, 6 p.m. Tickets are available at WRGY.org, or you can always donate at WRGY.org as well.
Yeah, tickets are through the theater, actually. They're hooking us up. We want to thank you for language user system.
Yes.
I'm not trying to correct you, but just making sure.
I want to get it right. I don't want to mislead people.
Right, I do that all the time. Do you know how many texts I got about so-and-so dead this week? I'm like, no, they're on vacation. It's okay.
Yeah, it's holiday. So, should we play another song? We got time?
I think we got time. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to tell me the story behind the song, or do you want me to?
Oh, no, you go, because you did mention it. I thought
Yeah,
it was a
then
good one.
we tried to we're going super live here, WRGY studio, and I accidentally deleted the song and thought, oh, I can't get it back, but we have a pause button. So we have the song back now for you guys.
She was 17, she was far from in between.
studio assistant. And we're celebrating summer, songs of summer. The solstice was just this past Thursday.
Yep,
and
made it through.
we have arrived.
The longest day has passed. I love seeing the sunsets. Like we're sitting here right now, we were talking about it about what, 20 minutes ago?
Oh, yeah.
Look how red it is outside right now. So if you're listening to this on Thursday, just make sure you get outside around 8:15 and enjoy that sunset.
And I will say this as well, and we live in such a dynamic here in Rangley where even if it's raining, go outside. It's just the beauty of
Exactly.
being here.
Exactly.
Summer rain is glorious. Purple sun.
We work up on the mountain, and one of the things I deal with all the time is people say, "Oh, it's not sunny. I don't want to go hiking, or I don't want to take the chairlift anymore." I'm like, you don't understand. Sometimes the most beautiful times is when you're at 97% humidity, and it's that eerie Lord of the Rings mist flying through. And hopefully, it's not the fog. Stephen King can stay away.
So I'll say this: I am not a weather person as far as I don't listen to the weather. I actually don't.
Darn.
Not concerned either way.
Yeah, I love the weather. My friend Perna taught me how to ski. He also taught me when to tell weather's coming into Rangley.
You're better about that. I have
I
complete
love reading Russ's forecast.
yeah,
Oh, man.
Russ knows, but I have complete disregard. So whatever the forecast is, whether it's sun, rain, sleet, snow, cold, breezy, like whatever it is.
Are you a postman?
No. So this is the thing. My whole thought is, with lakes, rivers, streams, ponds, mountains, the whole dynamic that we live in up here. For me, it's a challenge, and I like to stay prepared. As one guy, when I was on one of my adventures, he said, "Don't get ready, stay ready," and that's what I like to do. I don't ever put my winter clothes away because
Someone like, I just put my winter jacket away if you made a mistake.
so I'm always ready to go. We live in a beautiful place, and I believe I'll quote. Such thing as bad weather. And I agree upon that. I've done a lot of traveling in backpacking, and you have as well.
Yeah. I've run into people. It's been summertime, 70 during the day, a thunderstorm comes, and all of a sudden that cold 50-degree rain hits them, and they're hiking in, like, Holly. It's mixed, but it's not warming. And all of a sudden it's like it's soaked, and they are hypothermic, blue-lipped, almost incoherent. Just the walking movement. It's terrifying.
Well, and that's why wool is also critical being out there. Wool will keep you warm when wet, which is not a common thing for
I kept on making fun of Wilkie for wearing his wool beanie, and then I realized it's wicking when it's hot in spring, but it keeps you warm when it's cold, and he's up in elements working on those towers all the time, so it makes sense.
And even with a wool base layer or wool pants or anything like that, like it's just highly effective in this type of environment.
Yeah, we're lucky to live up here, though. It's 10 degrees colder most of the time. I'll take it every day.
It's the highest elevated
It's warm
town.
last night.
Highest elevated town in the state.
Elevated how?
In terms of sea level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe both.
Yeah. So I just want to thank everybody for listening. Like I said, we got a huge weekend coming up. I won't rehash it, but the most important one I feel is going to
We
be.
talk about the Guys Association.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so this Guys Association has a fishing derby. We talked to Patrick tonight, and our super live host Sean is pulling up the notes immediately. It's going to be registration over at the Guides Clubhouse over at starting at 8 a.m. You don't have to bring your own rod. Just show up. If you want to bring your own rod, it's okay. No lures, but they have bait. They have everything for you. So the fishing derby starts registration at 8 this Saturday. If you want to know more, go to the Guides and Sportsman's.
So on the interwebs, Rangley Regional Guides and Sportsmen's Association for more information.
On Facebook.
It's for kids. There'll be 3 different age groups. It is free. Registration starts at 8 a.m. And like I said, there's multiple categories, but go to the Rangley Regional Guides and Sportsmen's Association. Go there, see how you can get registered. What a great opportunity it is in a positive, I believe, for all young individuals to be able to go and do that. And
It's available to everybody from Lowe's Mills.
and kick off your weekend. And you see it's all happening. This is it, summer 2026.
And what I like to say is, if it's raining snow, fishermen are born, are made, they're
want to thank everybody for listening. Cracking the code for me to be on, and it's just we got a big summer coming up. So this concludes today's show. Thanks for everybody listening, and that's it.
Thank you so much for listening to 9.5 WRGY, Real Community Radio. And we're going super live here on Cracking the Code. Thank you for listening again. And if you'd like to come out to Mountain Hope Companion and buy a ticket, come to the theater, you can buy them through the Lakeside Theater's website. And we'd appreciate it very much. It's a fundraiser to help support this show and other shows like it. We can't make this happen without listeners like you. And if you can't make it to the show, go ahead and listen on 9.5 or send WRGY to your friends out of town and let them listen. And if you want to donate as well, you can donate through WRGY.org. There's a button up there in the corner. And we appreciate everybody who helps us keep this radio station on air.
Whether you're listening from your Amazon Alexa device, internet streaming at WRGY.org, or right in Rangley at 90.5 FM, you can always find your favorite local programming here on WRGY. Now, back to the mix.
Give some perspective and some different angles, and you know what we're doing here. We're also experience Rangley.
Right, it's so much fun listening to the people from away, watching the people from away listen to us. They walk by, they hear us say something, they look in the window. When the sun's right, they come and they put their hands right up in the window and lean in, and somebody in there, and then we're here making faces back at them.
So right here, we've got the windows open, the streaming, left outside. These things that we have here in the studio,
Right now, it's our normal format. Usually we have a guest and we're talking about something.
whoever's in here and they probably know about it. On the streets and make people aware and be out in the language
Just ask.
I know Dean's off the cuff and where he does street engagement, which was fire. Probably really did the same as we prepared for. Thanks for listening and supporting us and being here on summer 2026. You're listening to it's a show about the human experience, sharing wisdom, knowledge, and insight. And we're just doing a little broadcast today because the events that are going on this weekend. We've got the 4th of July, which is going to be massive.
Oh, it's going to be huge. It's a busy summer up here. Once it starts filming, it goes quick.
And we typically,
So we're going super live.
we typically always have a guest in here going in and sharing their thoughts and ideas and their human experience and what they do and what they enjoy.
Yeah, I've had some great conversations. I love the guests you bring.
Yeah, thank you. And it's been a good collaboration between both of us. We always know different individuals that are willing to come on and share their life experience. And, what brought them to Rangley when they got here.
Floyd, we haven't done anything yet. I love it.
You walked out, Jim.
The music just takes you back a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, it's 6:59. You know what that means. Top of the hour! massages, nor school, nor sleeping, nor barn doors in burlap keeps Kate Van Etten from the swift completion of her duty to give station ID 24 times a day. Oh! Kate!
Broadcasting from the top of Saddleback, Maine's favorite mountain. This is WRGY Rangley, Real Community Radio.
Thank you, Kate, for always being there at the top of the hour.
Regardless of circumstances and wherever she may be,
Must have been extra tough for her on her recent trip to New York City with all that back and forth.
a true trooper she is, Iris, a true trooper indeed.
If my math is right, Tim, Kate has presented the station ID 26,280 times.
Your math is correct, Iris, and that is now 26,281 times.
Welcome, everyone, to this year's Mountain Home Companion, the show that's worth $100.
We are coming to you live from the Rangley Friends of the Arts Theater in downtown Rangley, Maine.
Where people are here with us live in a nearly sold-out show. If you call sold out 2/3 full, yeah. Or you're listening to us at home on your radios at 90.5 FM.
Or you're listening to us online at WRGY.org.
Or you asked Alexa to play WRGY and she said, hell yeah!
You know how Alexa gets. Maybe someday we'll get Siri and Claude in on the action.
Okay, Tim. First, we've got a few thank yous to begin with. First of all, let's give a big round of applause to Classic Provisions for tonight's package.
Yum. So good and so glad they're open again, aren't you? Glad the winter was colder without them.
And a huge thank you to our 45 underwriters. You're like the cool parent who gives their kids their own debit cards.
In large part, you allow us to keep the station going like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. We know we can. Yeah! And how about our board, Iris?
I know, Tim. All their time and effort doing all the dull but essential work to make sure our humble radio station keeps growing.
Dave McMillan,
Greg Andrews,
Amanda La Liberty,
Dean Gray,
Norm Hanwerger,
Peggy Knox,
Mark Lathrop,
Lisa Mejorado,
Russ Murley.
and Terry Juen.
Big round for And I'd like to take a moment to recognize the recent passing of one of Rangley's most ardent supporters of the arts, Tony McNaughton. Enough cannot be said about Tony and how much we're missing him. So we'd like to dedicate tonight's show to Tony and the entire McNaughton family. And speaking of exits, you see, I did that for Tony because he would have laughed. That's a good one, Tim. We have emergency exits, so please, if there is a dire emergency, panic. Ah! And then run as fast as you can for the exits, knocking people out of the way. Ah!
Good job. Tonight's raffle prizes come from the generous donations given by Tina Falasco, Rangley Adventure Company, Stephen Phillips Campgrounds, the Outdoor Heritage Museum, the Farm farmer's daughter, and we may or may not have some fun merch. Did you all see those cups in the lobby? A little more excitement. I worked hard on those. A little more excitement.
Well, we're thinking if we could have like a cup fight later on, you could just start throwing them at each other. It'd be a lot of fun. We'll be giving prizes away throughout the evening, so don't lose your raffle tickets as easily as some of you lost your virginity. You know who you are. You know who you are.
Really, Tim?
I'm not pointing any fingers.
And before we forget, I'd be remiss if, as the station's manager, I didn't thank the locally sourced radio hosts who give so much of their time and talent to keep WRGY so worth listening to. Working with you is like working with the people who desperately seek attention but don't want to be seen doing it. First is my friend Ernie Gurney, the hurdy-gurdy man.
Lisa Mejorado and our patio playlist with Lisa.
The Norm and Nancy show with Norm Hamburger, rhymes with hamburger, and Nancy Hart.
I hear they're getting pretty serious as a couple. Then there's Johnny Rocks with John Pate.
I learned that in Chicago.
And Cracking the Code with Sean Rivera and Levi Washburn. So great to have Levi back again, don't you think?
Yeah, we missed her. And Music in the Movies with Peter Hinman.
And the Cover Girls! It's Krista Jameson and Peggy Knox, aka the Giggle Girls.
Russ Merlin is Pine Tree Progressive. This guy has poured more love into our station than the Mafia has poured concrete into shoes.
And Mark Lathrop with Mark's Eclectic Hour. Sorry for all the times people have said Electric Hour. It's still an accurate name.
And all night long, Mark is in the studio right now making sure that this show keeps on going live out to the people. So thank you, Mark. Iris and I fought over who would get to introduce this guy, and she won.
Jazz Brunch with Dean Gray. Not to mention his wonderful follow
Randy Buckley with his record highs. Best Name Award.
And last but not least, the Stroud Power Hour with this guy right here.
Okay, well, that's all the time we've got tonight. Thank you for coming.
And it just wouldn't be the same without our favorite house band, Sunken Dam. That's Sam McMillan and Duncan Stewart. And what kind of host would we be without allowing our favorite underwriter to share her goods with all you fine folks? This first part of tonight's Mountain Home Companion is being brought to us by Aunt Flo's Tackle Box for all your fly fishing needs. Aunt Flo's Tackle Box has got your lures, your lines, your hooks, and sinkers, and she'll reel you in with her low, low prices. And you won't have to tackle Aunt Flo to get this box today, because as Aunt Flo is fond of saying, fishing is always that time of the month.
Throughout the evening, we'll be getting etiquette tips from WRGY's very own weatherman, DJ, and etiquette guru, Russ Merley. Bet you didn't know Russ was the Emily Post of the region, did you? And now here he is with his first etiquette tip, Russ Merley.
Thank you, Tim. You know, my mom was a real stickler for etiquette. And one of the first things she told me was, always raise your pinky to show how fancy you are. And the higher you raise your pinky, the fancier you are. So wherever you go, though, be careful not to raise your pinky higher than your hostess. If you do that, that's a major social faux pas, and you'll get banned from Rangley High Society forever. Right, Tim?
And ever.
And ever. So don't do it, but raise your pinky, okay? And remember, do as Russ says, not as Russ does.
Every week, Rangley gets caught up with the goings-on here in the local area thanks to the inimitable stylings of Lisa Mejerado. Let's listen in as Lisa and Iris record this week's update.
Okay, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, so this button is for more sound, I think. And then this one has more meds. And then this one makes me seem like the great and powerful Oz.
You are the Oz.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, community calendar. Ready, Lisa?
I was born ready.
Okay. On my signal. And go.
Hi, this is Lisa.
Hold on, sorry. I forgot to hit record. Okay. And now go.
Hi, this is Iris with this week's.
Do you want to start over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we start over?
Yes, we can start over. That's what I just said. Okay. Okay. And go.
Can you stop recording, please?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Take two.
Because the next thing I know, I'm on your bleepers and the bloopers.
Well, we just have to bleep you out. Okay. And, okay. Ready? Take whatever this is. And go.
Hi, this is Lisa with the community calendar on June 27th. Today, the thrift shop was open from 9 to 12, and unfortunately, now it's closed. Oh, this is one of my favorite events. At 8 a.m. this morning, Benny and the Jets played for 3 hours on WRGY, and nobody noticed. Then, at 2:32 today, my cat Winston caught a bird. No, keep it outside! No, not in the house! Oh, no!
Lisa, that's not a real event.
You should have seen it. It definitely qualified as an event. And it looks like today, WRGY Mountain Home Compartment.
Companion.
Are you sure? That just doesn't sound right.
Compared to compartment, it's a play on Prairie Home Companion that Carolyn Smith started all those years ago. You know, the radio show, copyright pending.
Why would you name it something like that?
Okay, so we only have so many things we can add the word radio to. I mean, radio fest, radio news. What were we supposed to call it? Radio fundraiser, where you pay $100 to hear the same people you hear every day on the radio, only this time you see them in person and think, wow, they're not as tall as they sound. Or, yeah, that is a face for radio.
Okay, that was like, definitely.
No, not you guys, of course.
Fine. WRGY's Mountain Home Companion happens right this minute at Lakeside Theater and being broadcast live at WRGY. And that wraps up this week's calendar. Check with your neighbors for more juicy details because they'll know all the scuttlebutt before you do. And they probably started it too.
Okay, good job. Let's get your outro ready. And go.
Have a great week.
That was terrible. Do it again.
Have a great week.
Okay, one more time, but like with passion. Like you just turned on the radio and your favorite song, Benny and the Jets, is going on hour 4 of nonstop loop.
You know, I started doing this because every time I heard Dean Gray say, "This is Dean," I thought I could do a better job than that. So, have a great week.
Lisa Mejerado. You want to find out what happened last week? Well, this is the first raffle of the evening. You paid $100, and this one right here, this will bring down the price to around $50 because, no, what am I talking about? This is 2 massages with our very own Tina Velasco. Hello.
Well, gonna win this.
I don't blame you. Deep tissue, like when she gets down and you're like, ah! It feels so good. All right, here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
You all got your tickets? Okay.
Oh, I won. Sorry.
I think they all start with 33918. I don't want you to get too excited. The last three digits are 760. Huh? Anybody? Anybody? North! All right, we have to verify this. Yeah, we heard it. It's like, oh, it is 760. Very good. All right, so we started the entire show with the top of the hour, the station ID, and we'd like to be able to record all of you screaming out the station ID together. Not screaming, but loudly giving the station ID. We're going to have it up here because even after 28,288 times, I still don't know the station ID. And what we're going to ask, you can all see, right? Let's just do a quick test. Ready to go. Broadcasting from the top of Saddleback, Maine's favorite mountain. This is WRGY Rangley, Real Community Radio.
Okay, one more time, but like you're excited to be here.
Wait a second, is anybody recording this? Are you recording?
No, I'm not. Are you?
I know, and we're recording, but
We're recording on the.
You're not recording.
oh God! All right, okay. You ready? One more time. One.
Broadcasting from the top of Saddleback, Maine's favorite mountain. This is WRGY Rangley, Real Community Radio.
That was great. Well done. Now you can hear yourselves every single day. You just got to listen to us 24 hours a day. That's me. I'm the like. All right, look at what we got going on here. You ready for a good time here? On this, the 250th birthday of these United Colonies' independence from the tyranny of English rule, we look back on the most important decisions of all made at that time. What to name the document and what to order for lunch. Playing the roles of this pivotal time in history are John Hancock, Russ Murley, Thomas Jefferson, played by Levi Washburn, Ben Franklin, played by Dean Gray, and the barmaid, Peggy Knox, future ambassador to Barbados.
So, Mr. Hancock, what do you think of this little thing Jefferson wrote?
You mean, Mr. Franklin, this manifesto of aloneness?
Is that what Jefferson is calling it? I heard someone refer to it as the Pledge of Isolation.
Welcome to the Barbados. What can I bring you, gents? Care for some mugs of Sam Adam? Just fell off the back of a ship with some tea.
Sounds delightful, my dear. Bring us 4 mugs.
Will do. What's the celebration?
We're celebrating this thing Congress passed.
What sort of thing?
An excellent document. I thought we'd call it the Assertion of Separation.
Nah, it's a manifesto. Well, looky who's here. It's Mr. Thomas Jefferson himself. How you doing, Mr. J? Why the long face?
Oh, you know, I'm hoarse. I'm tired. My wig. This thing itches. These wigs alone are a good enough reason to separate from England.
It's a day for heightened spirits, Tom. Bring the man of the hour a Madeira. Madeira? Along with his ale.
You look vexed, Mr. Jefferson.
Oh, I just don't know. All these changes in my avowal of individuality. I slaved over it. Well, not literally, but I mean, I worked really hard on it. And then these people make all of these ridiculous changes. Unalienable rights? What is that? I wrote inalienable rights. And there are no such words. Look them up. Pursuit of happiness? What is pursuit of happiness supposed to mean? There's no such words. Look them up. I wrote a good declaration, if I do say so myself. Worked on that puppy for months. It had grandeur. It had wit. It sang. And these lawyers are realizing the ever-loving life out of it. All loses all its meaning.
Well, declarations do need to be clear, Tom. And what looks like an F is actually a long S. They come in the middle of a word.
Oh, never mind, Franklin. Some of my best lines against the British, they're just gone. The one about the... Oh, what about the one... They have inflicted their whimsy on us in the form of Winnie the Pooh, and they have populated our public television with the adaptations of third-rate novelists. Who's Ian Fleming anyway? And they have taxed and twisted our tea, and they sent us the Spice Girls? What's wrong?
What are the Spice Girls, Jefferson?
If you wanna be my lover.
You really need to get out of Boston more often, Hancock.
And so the heated bantering continued over many mugs of beer.
I would like to put something else in about their dotty clothes and their insufferable accents. I'd like to mention their perverted newspapers and their food. I had a whole paragraph in there about the terrible breakfast sausage. Imagine a country that refers to sausage as bangers. I just want to have something about Marmite and their tepid beer and all the things they do to their beef over there. It's no wonder the cows went mad. I would too.
Did I hear you refer to the document as the avowal of individuality, Mr. Jefferson?
Why, yes you did, Mr. Franklin, and my name isn't Jesser Fun.
It simply strikes me that when you say avowal of individuality, they wonder if it means A, E, I, O, or U.
I did not even think about that.
What about Manifesto of Aloneness?
Sounds like a Spanish folk song.
You know, Peggy had an idea. Peggy, come here and tell them what you told me. Come on.
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm only a barmaid. But I don't think what you're going for is solitude or individuality or loneliness or anything of the sort, but just plain old independence. The right to make your own choices. Like when people come in and order French fries or a bloomin' onion or pig ears, it's up to them.
French fries, blooming onions, pig ears, what are these?
Okay. French fries are potatoes cut in strips and fried in deep fat. And the bloomin' onion is an onion cut in strips and fried in deep fat. And the pig ears are kept whole, but they're sure as shootin' fried in deep fat. It's a little something we borrowed from the Right Angle Bar down the street.
Oh, the Right Angle Bar. I never heard of them.
Yeah, they run perpendicular to Pond Street.
Oh yeah, that place on the corner with the cute bartender and the sinfully delicious deviled eggs and homemade ice cream.
That's the one, Jefferson.
So you think the word is independence, huh? A statement of independence, an assertion of independence? I don't know, I still like a vowel.
A vowel rhymes with bowel. That might cause a problem when you come to teach it in the schools. You know how kids are. Teachers tells the class it's time to learn about the avowal of independence, and the entire class starts making disruptive vowel sounds.
What else would we call it? A proclamation?
A proclamation is when you're announcing that June is Wooden False Teeth Month or something.
Well, Peggy here was thinking declaration.
What?
Declaration.
I don't know if I like that.
Declaration of Independence. Good, strong title, no?
It's feisty.
Seems like a lot of syllables.
Okay, while you're thinking about it, try one of these hamburgers.
Hamburgers, are they from Hamburg?
Well, it's a ground beef sandwich,
What's a sandwich?
named for England's Earl of Sandwich.
All right, so you're telling me, let me get this straight. We're eating French potatoes,
Ooh la la!
with German food, named from an English nobleman,
Cheerio.
on a day when we celebrate American independence.
America!
Care for a Guinness?
Yum, sounds delicious. And what about that woman over there?
So today would be called Independence Day. I sort of prefer Individuality Day myself. 14.
Oh, thank you. You know, you set aside a day as Individuality Day, and teenagers are going to go around with their hair painted in the colors of the rainbow and get piercing their body parts all over the place. You know how teenagers get.
I mean, it sounds like fun, but what are teenagers?
So we think Independence Day has a good, solid ring to it. Well then, here's to independence.
And individuality! Peggy, how would you like to be the ambassador to Barbados?
Well, I'm already a barmaid here. If it's all the same to you, I think I'd rather be the governor of the 14th state of Canada.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Rocket, sir, all the way from China.
They're awfully noisy, but I like the colors. And look, what are those people doing over there?
Oh, they're roasting little sausages over a fire. They're called hot dogs.
Wait, you telling me that they put dog meat on a sharp stick? What kind of dog, corgi?
Yum, it sounds delicious. And what about that woman over there?
Oh, she's getting ready to raffle off 2 bagels and coffee from the farmer's daughter. Hey, what's a bagel?
Yeah, what is a bagel?
What is that?
Okay, everyone got the tickets, got the tickets, okay.
Yeah, sort of like a donut.
Ending number is 351.
Oh, please.
Hey, we gonna be able to 351 351. Anybody with a 351?
Okay, take 2.
Here we go.
If you find it later, come and see us.
You'll get nothing.
Okay, 324.
Congratulations. Yeah. All right, 324.
What's that sound again? They look abhorrent. What is that?
It's a stock car race.
What's that monstrosity looming on the horizon?
Oh, that? It's an octagonal shaped cage for a human cockfighting match. So it makes you wonder why we didn't separate ourselves from Britain sooner, doesn't it?
It's hideous. Do you really think independence means we have to give up our Englishness?
Too late for that, Mr. Jefferson.
One thing I'd like to say for being English, we do know how to enjoy a quiet July afternoon, drinking our tea and reading our Shakespeare aloud in the garden. And later, we play our minuets and our lutes and our harpsichords, and we'd eat crumpets. Do we really want to trade all of that for this?
USA! USA! USA!
That is what independence looks like, Mr. Jefferson. We're going to be a truly great nation.
And what happens if we stop being a truly great nation?
Then we wait until someone, dare I say, the chosen one, comes along and makes us great again.
I can help you rewrite it as a declaration of proper etiquette.
What's done is done. We'll handle the larger issues in our Constitution. We'll make that fail-safe in logic and legalese, and its guardrails will be manners, dignity, and decency. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing left but for us to live our lives and enjoy our liberty and pursue happiness.
I suppose you're right.
Who's paying for all this?
The taxpayers, of course.
Cha-ching!
Give me the bill, and I'll sign it.
else. Wasn't that fun? Yeah, a little too truey. So the second act, we are going to, in between the intermission, we're going to give you a piece of paper so you can write out little notes to loved ones and friends back home who aren't here with us so that we can read them on the air live. Okay? Okay. We'll remind you about that.
They're out in the lobby, Tim.
They're out in the lobby.
The pieces of paper and pens are out in the lobby. I got you covered, don't worry.
Oh, it's already happened?
Yes, I put it out in the lobby.
I love you, Iris.
I love you too, Tim. Our love notes to each other.
Well, here's Russ with another of his helpful etiquette tips.
Okay, here's a good one. Never drink on your own accord during a casual hangout. You must stop, raise your canned beverage, establish fierce eye contact, and passionately toast to something mundane, like the structural integrity of the picnic table or the napkins. This will allow you to be remembered at future gatherings, which you'll never be invited back to.
Russ, I'm telling you, follow these tips, you're going to be welcome anywhere that you want to go. Well, all night long, we keep on hearing the noodling of our friends Sam and Duncan over here, and we're going to spotlight them now and play a song for their own. Sam, Duncan. here with us. And it's just so wonderful knowing that they're down in Boston and they're willing to come all the way up to Rangley to play with us for a little bit. This next portion of Mountain Home Companion is being brought to us by Buddy's Gem Bootery, where only rugged outdoorsmen
And women.
find all their bootery needs met.
Hey, Bub, how you doing?
Not too bad, and you?
Oh, not too bad. It's a pretty day. Got all the moving done. You enjoying your stay?
I'm not visiting. I live here, remember?
Oh, no. Tell me where we first met.
We met years ago at the logging museum. Said I knew a lot about wood.
Was I flirting with you?
My name's Alex.
Ah.
My wife and I, we moved here 5 years ago.
That's about the same time I moved here,
I
yeah?
officiated your most recent
I remember
wedding.
seeing you up at Saddleback, yeah.
You named one of your children after me.
Oh, you're from Phillips, right?
Massachusetts.
Oh, well, you enjoying your stay?
Sometimes it takes a while to establish yourself in a new community, and the place to start is with your shoes. Make sure you've got the right kind that'll help make you look like a local.
So you're getting around to see all the sights then, at least going up to Saddleback, maybe fly fishing in Galloway?
What have I been doing?
Oh, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't you worry about it. There's plenty of good things to do up here in the woods. But one thing that is wrong is those shoes, Bo. They're made of Italian leather. And if I'm not mistaken, good Lord, do you have tassels on them?
Why, is that bad?
No.
This fella needs a pair of used work boots and hiking shoes from Buddy's Gem Bootery, pre-scuffed and pre-stained, so it looks like you've been chopping down trees for years. In the same pair of rugged boots. Remember, if people look at you funny, it's probably your funny shoes and the fact that you may be from Phillips.
And for goodness sake, you've got to trade in your BMW 4150 already. And don't forget to hit it a few times with some deer antlers. And, you know, you can throw some muddy rocks on it. You'll fit right in.
So go to Buddy's Gem Bootery for all your bootery needs. Oh my God, we've got another raffle prize? This is like we're trying to give everything. Take it out again. Here we go. What is the prize this time?
It is a reservation at Stephen Phillips Campground.
Just a reservation. You don't get to go. All right, here we go. You ready? 6, 5, 2. 6, 5, 2. Going once. 6, 5, 2. Going twice.
Take another one. Right now. Here.
Okay. 9, 3, 6. Jen's like, bye. Let me make the reservation for you. Let me see. He did it.
Alright. Looks like next up we have top 10 ways you know someone is from Maine without them saying they're from Maine.
Number 10. They go out in 20 below wearing nothing but muck boots, jeans, and a flannel. And that's only because their shorts and Bruin t-shirt are in the wash.
Number 9. Number 9. No, that's Beatles. Sorry. When eating lobster, they're the ones that aren't wearing one of those plastic bibs.
Number 8. That's a good number. The only number between 1 and 9 that has 2 zeros. One on top and one on bottom. This is how Amelia gives direction. Can you hear me? Yes. If you hear me, don't say anything. Let's do it good. A bloke want to set the stage for this. No pun intended. I mean, I think it is a pun intended. A bloke from Hoboken, New Jersey, comes to Maine via Canada, goes through Coburn Gore, into Stratton, takes a right, onto Route 16, known as Moose Alley. Arrives in Rangley, turns left on Main Street, gets to the Rangley Inn, does a U-ey, and stops right outside the theater. He gets out of his car and he asks a true Rangley Mainer for directions to LLB, 82 miles down country. The Rangley boat turns to his left, looks down Main Street, towards Madrid, wipes his chin, thinking, and he's rubbing his chin again, and after a moment he turns and he looks west, towards Aquasic, does the same thing with his chin and thinking, and says to the bloke, nope. The bloke says, what do you mean, no? So the Mainer explains, well, you can't get there from here.
How do you follow that? Oh, okay, back to the list. Number 7, my 2-year-old car is rustier than my golf game.
Number 6, bug spray doubles as deodorant.
Number 5, Ron.
Really?
Yeah.
What's my number?
5.
Okay, 5. Okay, okay, number 5, okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to do a little monologue with you. I won't take up too much time. Hey, Dean, I wonder if anybody out here is really listening. I can't hear or see very good, so I'm going to check. Man, there are people out here. And some look like they even belong. Okay, I'd like to address the audience and pay attention closely. Help me here. I need proof that you're listening and watching. That's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to give me the number that Dean just gave me, but not right now. Right? So you probably could do that right now. Watch this, though. I'm going to have a 3-count activity for you to do. On the first count, I will say 1, and I will point to the left, and turn my head to the left, and you turn your head to the left. Okay? Got that? That's not too bad. Then on the second count, I'm going to turn my head to the right, point to the right, and you turn your head to the right. Okay, got that? All right. Now, the tricky part comes is that now you have to remember it's not going to be number 3, obviously. It's going to be the number that Dean said I'm supposed to have. Okay? I hope you're still with me. We're going to make you work now. I want your loudest collective voices, very loud and together. And that means I want to see the paint on the wall over here to the left peel, and even loud enough to move the wall down 30 yards west of here where the original Raisin Lakes Theater used to be. You ready to do this, right? Yeah. Raise your hand if you're ready, and to prove you're listening and seeing our show by following the instructions. You ready? I am. Point to the left. I say 1. Head. I'm going to point to the right, and I'm going to say 2. And then when I raise my hand, you're going to say that number loud, clear, that Dean gave me.
5.
Did you okay? I don't know. Some of them did all right. Now I'm going to walk back and test you. Wait just a second. that, you're okay. And if you were seeing, you could tell me right now what I was wearing for my pants color. You're past that too. I'm gonna say I was wearing my khaki pants, right? Right? And then I reached in my pocket and I got my khakis. That's what Mainers do. They pronounce them the same. My khakis and my khakis.
All right. Number 4. You measure distance not by miles, but how many PBRs you will finish before reaching your destination.
And the number 3 way you know someone is a Mainer is...
You keep a shovel in the back of your car year round.
And number 2, every time it rains, you say, imagine if this were snow.
And the number 1 way you know someone is from Maine without them saying they're from Maine is...
Bob Marley isn't Jamaican.
And we all know you're from Maine because you're dying to get another drink, a bite to eat, and take a pee. Are we having fun so far?
Thank God, thank God.
Okay, and get ready, because when we get back, we're going to practice our best loon calls, because we're having a loon calling contest. Tim, can you do a loon call, Tim?
Oh, I can do a loon call. Hey, loon! Well, we got lots more fun to come. Give you 10, 15 minutes, go out there, refresh yourself, and get back in here, and let's do it again.
Practicing, Juen? Do it, Jennifer.
This should be a little bit better for you, but this used to be a little bit sensitive.
You start eating and eating and eating.
I'm a kitchen table. Yeah, well, I think August, in a minute.
live streaming on YouTube as well. We are worldwide, and we're going to start off Act 2 with another sponsor.
Our next sponsor is Capta Vaping. Do you miss the good old days when everyone smoked cigarettes? The time before schools convinced our kids into believing that nicotine was bad for them?
Surgeon General says your lungs will be blacker than a coal miner's.
What the hell is a Surgeon General?
Well, at Captive Vaping, we're bringing the good times back. Kids are vaping just like they used to smoke in the sock hops in the 50s and in the foxholes of Vietnam. They can vape anywhere they want with our no-scent flavors that taste great. We've got cherry lollipop, cotton candy, mocha latte supreme, and Moxie. Kids are vaping in the backseat of the car, in their bedrooms, at grandma's, and yes, even in school bathrooms again. Capta's latest haddock-flavored vape is sure to get all the cool kids hooked. Says our young vapor, who knew cancer could taste so great?
All right, and here's Tim with this year's news from Rangley Lake.
It's been a quiet year for news in Rangeley Lakes. That's the way we like it, here on the edge of the backwoods. Even quieter since some snowmobiles have sacrilegiously, if you ask me, gone electric and now purr rather than brap. Studies have found this has caused men's testosterone levels to plummet so low that only watching UFC fights can get them back up. The same study found that the absence of any vibration from the electric engines has caused a steep decline in female sledders altogether. Not really sure why. The top news in the local newspaper was mostly the usual small town fare. It included the minutes from town meetings so short someone proposed we start calling the minutes seconds. Nobody seconded the proposal. There were pictures of local banks handing out 4-foot by 2-foot checks for what I can only surmise are to help local giants. There was one story about a stout soul who had started a craft brewery whose main ingredients were maple, venison, and WD-40. He called the ale Stag Urine. Never caught on, but we now have a lethal means of ridding ourselves of those Asian ladybugs. Saddleback had snow and people skied. The lake had water and people sailed. The trails were cleared and people hiked. And the bars were open for business along with all the churches. We're pretty open to giving equal opportunities around here when it comes to sinning and forgiving. Some mornings start with a misty fog rolling off the lake and wafting through the trees, much like they were last night. Some nights the Milky Way embraces the main sky with huge hugs from thick clouds of twinkling matted stars, and filling the chilled air are coyotes yipping and peepers peeping and no-see-ums biting when the fish aren't. The local kids get to grow up slowly around here. That is until the age of 15 when their lifetime of hard labor begins. A real Mainer typically looks to be 50 years old when they're actually 10. Nobody works harder than our kids, and no kids sleep more soundly. The school graduated a class of 8 students this year. Some are headed to college, some into trade schools, and some straight into the workforce. We need electricians and plumbers along with lawyers and artists. Well, artists anyway. Except for Chris Farmer, of course, Esquire. Go to him with all your legal needs. It's been a good year for new folks moving into the area, and some actually lasted through the winter. These new families help keep the gene pool from becoming too diluted. Half of Rangley already resembles one another so closely, you can't help but think that DNA tests would come back 99.9% matches. No wonder some people around here think they're royalty. Dating in these parts is much like seeking a mate in a chicken coop. The roosters don't even have to give a single cock-a-doodle-doo to get the time of day from the clucking hens. I guess that's how we get boneless chicken. Many of our children move away, and so very few stay, for a variety of reasons. More opportunities is one, Starbucks is another. But there's the main reason, that they think life will be better for them away from where they grew up. Some do return and stay and raise families of their own, and some never look back. Either way, our population keeps getting older, to the point where I'm considered young. It's tough getting older in some respects. It's tough having to give up your driver's license, which is why no one around here ever does. Some drivers are so low in their seats you'd almost think they were driverless cars. If not for seeing the knuckles on the top of the steering wheel. But what they may lack in safe driving protocols, they more than make up for in unbridled speed. The elderly can become lonely, longing for the old days, until every day is an old day. One fella said he liked receiving texts on his phone from unknown entities. He particularly appreciated the unidentified propositions he'd receive. "What are you doing tonight?" was one. "Haven't heard from you in a while," was another. He was convinced these were coming from his recently deceased wife, digitally checking in with him. His favorite line was, "Do you ever think about the time we used to spend together?" We're lucky folks, aren't we? Aren't we? Life is made abundantly more bearable being able to live it with good folks such as yourselves. A happy band of brothers and sisters. Rangley is a part of us, and we're a part of Rangley. If you look to your left and look to your right, you'll see the person seated beside you smiling back. I'll be damned if it's not happening. Now, the fish are jumping, the boats are boating, and the children are swimming so long their lips turn purple and their hands wrinkle into prunes. Not as many sailboats on the lake as there are speedboats. People prefer getting where they're going fast and getting back even faster. They should take this piece of elderly advice from me and slow down. You may know when happy hour begins, but you sure as hell don't know when it's going to end. Well, that's all the news from Rangeley Lakes for now, where all the men are crotchety, all the women are saints, and all the children do as they are told.
All right, and we wanted to give a congratulations to Books, Lines, and Thinkers for keeping people reading with their fine selection of new books and old classics. And thanks to Tom Ball for helping come up with the store's name. Did you all know that? Yeah, Tom Ball helped. All right. Rangley has been living under the same stars for millions of years. Oh, we're holding on? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, user error. Boo, boo. Just kidding.
Another raffle!
From TJ Maxx.
All right, next up for our raffle, we have 4 passes to the Outdoor Heritage Museum. And if you didn't get enough cups already, we have a fancy pint glass for you. Okay, 908. Anyone? 908? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? No? Okay. All right, and then we got 441. Anyone? 441?
They've stopped looking. They're not even looking anymore. You guys are like, oh, come on, let's keep this show going.
All right. 236. Oh, we got a winner! Woo! Look at that.
I got the short cup.
This is a very interactive show. Thank you, Tim. All right, Tim, what do we got next?
We got your favorite voice, well, the voice that never quits. Dean's Meal Menu.
This is Dean for the Rangley Townhouse Meal Site. You hear me say the meal site menus 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, right after our weatherman Ross Murley here on WRGY. Now I'd like a little audience participation, all right? Now my ending on the meal site, I say, keep listening to WRGY for more tasty treats. So let's have it one time, folks. I say more, you say tasty treats, all right? Keep listening to WRGY for more tasty treats. Whoa, Nelly. I was going to have you do it a second time, but that was perfect. All right, I'm going to start at the beginning. You guys finish up again. This is Dean for the Rangley Townhouse Meal Site for the week of June 29th. For Monday, Craig has grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup, and pecan cookies for dessert. Tuesday brings franks and beans, bag of chips, and yellow cake. Wednesday is hot dynamite, pasta, garlic toast, and yellow crush cake for your sweet tooth. That's a lunch you never heard of. On Thursday, roast pork, mashed potatoes, veggie, and fruit salad to round out the meal. Friday brings July 3rd, our 4th of July here in Rangley. You know, so the kitchen will be closed. Happy 250th Independence Day. Everyone in the audience and in the earshot, come on down to enjoy Craig's home cooking between 11 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. Enjoy a midday meal in a comfortable atmosphere for just an $8 donation, which includes a bottle of water or a chilled cup of juice or 2. Meals can be made to go. Please note that menu items are subject to change. We are located at the old high school, 14 School Street, in the back. This is Dean. Keep listening to WRGY for more tasty treats. Give yourself a hand.
All right, saying my line again, sorry about that. Rangley has been living under the same stars for millions of years, so they must know a thing or two about what's going on down here. And our local astrologist, Juno Knox, agreed to divine an astrology reading for our very own town. Let's see how accurate it is.
Since the beginning of civilization, humans have used the stars to guide their paths, physically and spiritually. Astrology is the art of creating a mirror between the skies above and the earth below. This evening, we'll be exploring the astrological chart of the town of Rangley. A chart is a snapshot of the sky at a particular time and place. You've probably heard of birth charts, which are pictures of the sky at a time of a person's emergence into the world. And for the next few minutes, we'll be taking a look at a picture of the skies above on the date that the town of Rangley was officially signed into the history books. So join me as we gaze into a mirror of the past and the future. Ooh. In our little hamlet of Rangley, on March 29th, 1855, some 171 years ago, there came a group of individuals tasked with incorporating a new town. Times were different back then. The surrounding natural landscape was untouched, picturesque, and drew in outdoorsmen from far and wide. The people knew their neighbors and their families intimately. They worked hard during the day and lived slowly in the evenings. So when the day came to officially form the town, the group no doubt discussed the lives they led and the lives of those that would come after them. On this day, the Sun and Mars were together in the sign of Aries. Ruled by Mars, planet of aggression and boisterousness, this is the sign of fierce leadership and big personality. And there were no doubt big personalities in the room. Every leader had strong opinions about the best ways to go forward, and no one was shy about voicing those opinions. There were big decisions to be made, and no one took the task lightly. If you were a fly on the wall, you might think these folks might not get along well after hours. With the sun shining its spotlight on Mars, the planet of aggression, especially in the sign it rules over, Aries, there was a fieriness in the room that seemed to be rooted in a greater cause. This greater cause brings me to Mercury, planet of message and communication, which was in Pisces on this day. Pisces is a sign that concerns itself with the greater good, spirituality, and introspectiveness. Having the planet of communication here brings a softness and understanding to conversations that were no doubt challenging. There was compromise, thoughtfulness, and an understanding that the group collectively had everyone's best interests at heart, whether their methods differed or not. What came naturally was the group's ability to be innovative in their thinking and be open to ideas that may not have been common practice. Their willingness to debate and experiment is seen in Jupiter and Aquarius, planet of natural expansion and wealth, in the sign of unfettered persistence to learn and get the best result through trial and error. The group found ease in hearing all of the data and engaging in thoughtful debate to reach the optimal conclusion. Which then leads me to the moon, the significator of our emotions and of our inner worlds. The moon was in Leo, sign of the regal protector that day. The group loved their neighbors and loved their lives and did not want new requirements and legalities to change their way of life. Unlike today, people didn't trust the government back then. And they didn't want anyone up in their business, unlike today. The question on the group's mind, which is the same question this chart asks, was how can we protect the best things in our lives while still adapting and ensuring the longevity of our future? Now we know in hindsight that the discussions were had, papers were signed, and the town was successfully formed on this date, which brings me to Venus, the planet of joy and love, which was in its home sign in the early degrees of Taurus on this date. Taurus is a sign that loves to connect with nature, enjoy the finer things in life, and take a load off after a job well done. Venus in Taurus shows me a party filled with clinking glasses and dreams for the future. People that were at each other's throats hours prior were now congratulating each other on their success and were celebrating with each other's families at all that was yet to come. So today, it's difficult to argue that things are the same as they were in 1855. In fact, we've seen innumerable changes in the landscape of the world. We've seen the Industrial Revolution, massive movements for social change, the rise of technology, several wars, and 32 presidents. But still, somehow, we see the same themes of today's Rangley as the Rangley of the past. We are still a community full of big personalities, unafraid to speak their mind about the best path forward. We still communicate thoughtfully with each other and have deep conversations, regardless of opposing viewpoints. Outdoorsmen still come from far and wide because we have continued to find innovative ways to preserve our natural landscape in spite of all the forces pushing to change it. And even today, no matter what happens during the hard work of the day, people gather together in this town to enjoy the simple pleasure that is to live or spend time in Rangeley. So today, as we look at the skies above us and remember everyone that has lived in this town before us, we can take note of all the different skies that tie us together through space and time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for all of you who have filled out these notes to your loved ones here. We're going to pull them out and we're going to do this live on the radio. How you doing in there, Mark? That's what I thought.
All right, let's see. What's our first one going to be, Tim?
Let's see.
Anytime now.
To Major Matt Higgins, thank you for your service deployed in Germany, helping to train the Ukrainians. We love you, miss you, and are so proud of you, Mom and Dad.
All right. To my sweetheart, Matt, happy 30th anniversary. Surprise! Hope you're listening. Love you, Peg.
Aw, geez, huh? To my father, Tim. The light of my life. Such a light and joy, a force of nature. Play is part of who he is, and we all benefit. And be young.
Okay. Dear Mike, the Mike Man, thank you so much for listening. We love and miss you lots. From Noah and Juno.
Celebrate life. You only have one.
Safe travels to Jake and Lou from Alaska and Chicago. See you soon, Mom and Dad.
Hey, Gunner! Mom loves you. Yep.
I am celebrating connections.
Such a deep meaning, I'm sure. May everyone have a full heart, and thank you, Rangeley.
Dear Noah, thank you for being so agreeable always and helping me build an oven even though you had to carry lots of rocks. I love you, Juno.
Happy summer to all the island friends.
Tony, 37 years together and you still make me laugh. Love you, Bridget.
Tim and Iris are the best.
Y'all's handwriting.
It says, we have the best handwriting. I remember you from last year. To my loved ones in Rangeley, I will miss you. Happy belated birthday to my little brother, Dexter.
To my most awesome mom who invented
All right, who did this one? It's an impossible word. Theatrical disease. That's what it says.
among many other things, including me.
I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna hurt you. All right, this one's apparently from Claude Brains, the Invisible Man.
Diane and Bud miss my family in
Squantum,
Massachusetts. Love, Cal.
to Ashley and Wilkins, congratulations on your engagement. Our community loves you both, and we love your love.
Right, we got one more, Tim.
Yeah, you do it.
We can read. Celebrating summer of 2025 in Rangley and the best community radio station in the world. Thank you.
Alrighty, you ready for a loon calling contest? Yes! Now, every single year, every time I hear someone say, oh yeah, loon call, then people just out of nowhere start doing the how you doing that? And I have no idea to do it. And we're going to have our good friend Amanda La Liberty here. She's going to be the judge. Why? Because I don't want to get in trouble for judging people. That's why. I mean, no, I don't want to be celebrated for judging people.
I'm willing to be celebrated.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. Do we have can we have a demonstration?
That's cheating.
That's a whale. All right. You might get the prize. So, we have 2 microphones, and we're going to be going over here. Whoever wants to do the loon call, please come on out, and we're going to bring the mic to you and just give it up. And don't be like this.
We
Come
know
on.
you.
No, everybody.
Every single one of you, you've got a loon in you. Empty. I'll start us off. You're very lucky.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Hold on. Farmer, that was too good. Can we get a repeat?
Shortest orgasm ever. Okay.
Oh, we gotta take her down front.
Here we go.
I didn't know what one was until about 2 weeks ago.
Keeping track? Okay. You know who your number 1 is right now. Okay, over here.
This one comes from my mom in North Carolina. She did this one through Barn Technology. Here we are.
All right, Mom. North Carolina. Do they have loons down there?
They do not. They have loons there. They don't have loons here.
Wow.
We got another one over here.
Norm, down the back.
Norm?
I think we got up our game, guys.
All right, this one looks really confident.
Allie!
Got some hydrating going on down front.
Anybody else?
Tim, we have a gentleman back here.
Carolyn!
Yeah.
gentleman in the back who didn't even know what a loon was until 2 weeks ago, and he just showed up with his A game.
We'll be back there later with your prize.
Thank you.
Okay, Tim, I think next up we got another etiquette tip from Russ Murley. Make us a little more civilized, please.
Yeah, this one's civilized. Okay, so when your roommate or significant other come into the room, don't just greet them with the, hey, how you doing? Give them the old Queen Elizabeth wave, which is like this, right? Like this. And greet them with a hello, right? Show me you can do the wave. Can you do the wave? All right. All right, everybody give me. You ready? Hello. You guys are all set to be queen for a day.
Some of them gotta be queens longer.
All right, y'all. The moment you've all been waiting for. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I am. Well, here we go, because I threatened to drop out of college a lot. I threatened to drop out of college and become a comedian, but nevertheless, I persisted, and look where it got me. Funny and in debt. Now, personally, I like to think I'm funny, but just to make sure you all know I'm funny, can we bring out Nancy? So Nancy's gonna help guide you on the right time to laugh by holding up a sign. So let's give it a test. Ready? Great. Good job. That'll be 1 semester tuition, room and board not included. So as most of you know, I moved to Rangley about 3 years ago, and when I first moved here, I really struggled to make friends, mostly because I didn't know people my age existed here. So to take matters into my own hands, I decided to do whatever it takes to fit in with the demographic. In 2024, in 2024, I gave myself a herniated disc. Oh, yeah, I know. Let it be known, this stand-up comedy routine is actually sit-down comedy, because I can't stand up for that long. I now have all sorts of friends with the people in physical therapy. Our conversations are always something along the lines of, hey girl, how's the new hip? Or, how's the blood pressure these days? Thank you. See, that's another thing I decided to pursue, was high blood pressure. I heard all the folks in Rangley were on lisinopril, and I just had FOMO. Oh, sorry. FOMO means fear of missing out, because back in my day, that's the type of slang we would use. Despite the lack of a functioning disc and chart-topping blood pressure, I still felt like something was missing. So I went to pick up a prescription in Farmington, and on this commute, I'm thinking, one more wrong move and I'm due for new knees. When I arrived in the big city, I got in line for the pharmacy and I saw a sign that said, if you're over 50, it could happen to you. Get your shingles vaccine today. You guessed it. After visiting with my parents in El Paso last October, I got shingles at the ripe age of 25. Yeah, I know, visiting my parents, talk about a stress reaction. Could have been worse though. Instead of shingles, could have had gutters. Don't boo me, I work here. And I'm doing my best. Okay, so now, while I'm waiting at the doctor's office, I start talking to the nurse about how I traveled to El Paso and I was born and raised there, blah, blah, blah. And she asked, what was it like growing up there? And I was brutally honest with her about it. I said, what? I can't hear you. I forgot my hearing aids. Looks like you remembered yours, though. Thank you for your participation. Thank you to my assistant, Nancy. And with the way things are turning out for me, I'll see you all at assisted living's bingo night.
Oh my God, another raffle! Oh, what's this? Rangley Adventure Company, rentals for 2 kayaks. That's $100 value.
9
981, 981. 9 and 81 is 9.
I'm really close. They're not quick enough.
872.
Also not quick enough.
872.
Juking and jiving. You're very welcome to enjoy. Don't want to sink in every pond. And next up, we have the musical stylings of our very own Juno and Peggy Knox.
I can't see.
Some bright morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have gone, I'll fly away. Like a bird from these prison walls, I'll fly. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, how glad and happy when we meet. I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joys will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by.
Now, here's Russ Murley with his final etiquette tip. Listen up, folks.
This is a good one. You gonna listen up? Okay. Yes, in Russ we trust. I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, here's some tips we're glad we no longer have to follow. The man pays for the meal. What a scam that was. It's nice having the gal pay sometimes, especially when we're forced to pretend we've been listening to them for 2 hours straight, right? I didn't write this, Jimmy did. Fist bumping has taken the place of shaking hands in many cases, along with the bro chest bump. Right? And let's be honest, we really don't know where those hands have been. And my mother told me not to stare, but now it's okay. Right? Okay. And remember, do as Russ says, not as Russ does. Thank you.
Russ Murley! Follow all those kids and you'll be just fine for the rest of your life. Well, folks, we're nearing the end and we have got a little something here. There was a time last century when a dusty hobo hitched his way across the blue highways of America in search of the dream that seemed to escape from the masses. And he wrote this song, Woody Guthrie, and his love song to America. This land is your land. We want you to join along with us as we all sing, This land is your land.
This land was made for you and me.
editing Kate's video at the beginning.
And to Mark Lathrop at the helm, keeping us on the air.
Diane Mellington for all of her behind-the-scenes efforts, along with Erin.
Rowena Hathaway at the tech end.
Justin Arasi at the light end.
Sam McMillan and Duncan Stewart bringing the music.
Classic Revisions for bringing the snacks.
To all the volunteers.
The RFA.
Tim Stroud, everyone.
And Iris Ramirez. Thank you all so much for coming and making this night a lot of fun and a great success. And we are now officially off air.